All right, family, Black Power, the general, I'm Black in the house. We about to part two. Did the Europeans create the Ethiopian Orthodox Church to undermine real African history? Just come out of the Queen. Did Solomon rape the Queen of Sheba? You understand? We write black. You understand? Into this powerful video. And make sure that y'all, let me go on and throw the link in. Y'all in the house, come on in. Don't miss it. I'm not done. I'm not done. We're in the house. That's the link to the live stream, family. That's the link to the live stream. Come on in. Don't you miss it. I'm on their ass, and I'm gonna put it in anytime they want. They want it. They want to come full fledged with the general. Bring it on. Bring that shit on. I got that smoke. You understand what I'm saying? I got it. Now. Wait a minute, come on, family. I'm going to give y'all 2 seconds. KingSeti.com online marketplace. We got 15% off on all products to this Sunday. You need to go on over there, get you some, because that's a nice little piece of change off. You understand what I'm saying? Go on over there and you saw something that you like. I got some t-shirts coming tomorrow. Woo! Man, I got about 15, 16 hot ones. All right, family, y'all in the house. Make sure y'all get on over there, KingSeti.com, GeneralSeti.TicketLeap.com. I got 2 hot ones coming up. One this Sunday. Most definitely have your ass in the place and on goddamn the white man's Thanksgiving. And he thanking you for giving him all your shit. Okay? All right, family. Now, let me go on and start this off with some real smoke. Let me go and start this one off with some real smoke. Because I know that's what y'all want. I know y'all didn't come in here. Y'all want that smoke. Come on. Y'all want that smoke. Y'all didn't come in here just to, you know what I'm saying? Hell no. It's time to put that goddamn smoke down. Here we go. Here we go. I can get this on out of here. I'll come back. I'll come back to that. Now, let me go and get him on in here. Now, this right here, and when I say this, you understand what I'm saying? The facts speak what it is. Okay? Now, let me go and bring it on up. Oh, I ain't even, let me share it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Right here. Look at this. Old Frumenicus. In his honor of awesome. You understand? Frumenicus, the Neanderthalic patron saint of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. Now, some gonna say awesome, that he was the patron of the awesome, and he was the one who he baptized his honor. You understand what I'm saying? At one time, Azana was into the African, his African traditional worship. You understand? They got coins where he had the moon and you understand, the moon and the star over it, and that don't mean that, because there's a lot of traditions that got the, and then they show coins where he got the cross. So he done crossed over. He got the cross. You see what I'm saying? And so this is old Saint Frumenicus, and they say he's the patron saint that Christianized Ethiopia. So when I think that he had gained his freedom, and he went back home to Alexandria, and I believe the bishop of Alexandria, the patriarch of Alexandria sent him back to Ethiopia and said, go on back there and Christianize the niggas. Okay? Go on back there and Christian. Like I said, I fell out with a Cro-Magnon Neanderthal when I was going to college, when he said, I didn't even know who Frumenicus was. I didn't know who he was, Fruity Frumenicus. I did not know who he was. And you understand what I'm saying? So when the Cro-Magnon Neanderthal told me Saint Frumenicus Christianized Ethiopia, I fell out with it. I said, that's a damn lie. I say Ethiopia is in the Garden of Eden, so I know goddamn Frumenicus wasn't in the Garden of Eden. So how in the hell could Frumenicus bring Christianity into Ethiopia? How wrong was I? How wrong was I? You understand what I'm saying? And so that brought me back to the question, why did Abyssinia change his name from Abyssinia to Ethiopia? And I just went over that fact that Ethiopia is Greek. Why would you use a Greek term? You understand what I'm saying? And you the most ancient nation on the damn planet. Why would you change your name? And so that was like somebody led you to do that. You understand what I'm saying? Listen here. I'm putting two and two together because we just went over and I'll go on and I'm going to go over it again. You understand that the ancient Ethiopia is Sudan, is Nubia. Okay, I went over the testimonies and that's the concurrent testimony. You understand what I'm saying? Majority of all scholars, that the Ethiopia of the ancients was Sudan, Nubia. Okay? And so what has happened, see, a lot of people didn't know it was, they was that black. You understand what they did because they did not know the history. Those who wrote the Bible, they didn't really know the significance of where they had fucked up by saying that Egypt and Ethiopia was brothers in the Bible. They said, oh shit. And too many of their white scholars had already said that the Ethiopia was Sudan, was the black Sudanese. You see what I'm saying? So they put themselves in a show enough goddamn what they call that shit, with this quicksand. They ass had stepped in the quicksand. And so what it seems to me is that they needed a replacement Ethiopia. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it seemed like to me. You understand what I'm saying? It seemed like they needed a replacement Ethiopia. You understand what I'm saying? Because you ain't going to keep saying that the Egyptians is from any other origin, some Semitic or some goddamn European, and you done already said that their brothers was the Sudanese. And when we look at the definitions of Ham, Ham also means black. That's what it means. Ham means black. Okay, so Ethiopia means burnt face. Wait a minute, let me get off into that. This is, matter of fact, no, give me that charred one right here. Let me take this right here, and let me go copy this, and then this is what you call burnt. You understand what I'm saying? And so when you move this one, and you move that right there, you understand what I'm saying? So there you go. So let me make it simple and plain. You understand? You see that house back there, it burnt, mean charred, nigga. They ain't, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, like I say, I'm from the root. I'm from the goddamn root. And I always but you got to put the black up as the foundation so can nobody undercut our people. You understand? You always got to put the premier and primordial first. So everybody is standing on solid ground. You see what I'm saying? So when the Ethiopian, you understand, when the Greek went into Africa and he saw the peoples above, that's what he saw. And he said, damn it, they was burnt face. And he also made it very clear that the Egyptians was their brothers and sisters. That's exactly, and so they fucked up right there. So now they got to come about, because you know the Kemetic explosion and African explosion of history is coming. You understand what I'm saying? It's coming, and they waking up and they putting one and one together, two and two together, and they coming up with a lot of history and shit. So they got to come up with a replacement. Because ain't no way you going to tell me you an ancient nation and then you going to change your name from Abyssinia to Ethiopia, which is a Greek term. You would not do that unless somebody led you down the pipeline, because you're not the Ethiopia of the book. You're not. You're not the Ethiopia of the book. Let's clarify that right now. You're not the Ethiopia of the book. The Ethiopia of the, maybe in the Christian era, but when you talking about the early, I ain't gonna even say then. You understand what I'm saying? Because the Nubia went into the AD period. You understand what I'm saying? Nubia went into the AD period. I believe Azana was the first king of Aksum, and that was around 300 and some AD. You see what I'm saying? And so Nubia went into the AD period also. You understand what I'm saying? And matter of fact, Nubia might have been Christianized before Ethiopia. And matter of fact, when you start talking about all these so-called Gnostic texts that they found, Nag Hammadi and this, that, and the third, and this, you know what I'm saying? That's down in the Nubia. You understand? That's down in Nubia. You understand? Nag Hammadi and all this, that, and the third. You see what I'm saying? So we have to bring these facts up only to clarify. Because why am I doing this? Is it to, hurt my family? No, because y'all letting the damn air up through the door. You talking about the Sabaeans, and I'm doing research, and I'm looking for the Ethiopian origins and of all the, the land that they call Arabia, and I'm digging deep, and I'm seeing they trying to smother the history with with some type of Arab history, and they claiming the Queen of Sheba. And let me tell my people out there, it's too many great African kings and queens, gods and goddesses that were real to be trying to make up some fake shit. We don't need that. We got too many great African kings and queens that were real and laid down an even more powerful legacy than these. Some damn Sheba and some damn Solomon. So we don't need to make up. That was for people that did not have no history, that created these fake entities and shit and this, that, and the third, and gave them fake narratives. You see what I'm saying? And so let me go on and get straight to the point. And get straight on to the point. Let me come out so I can get my place. And so I just wanted to state that. And y'all must understand why I'm saying that the ancient Ethiopia is Sudan. And once you understand that, you can go back to I gave y'all, and y'all can go. And matter of fact, I'm guaranteeing you, especially if you get the earlier editions, don't go get no, because they're going to try to write that shit up out of there. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of times they try to say that Eden is in Mesopotamia. They don't even know, they don't want to admit that it was in Africa. You understand what I'm saying? They're going to say Eden was in Mesopotamia, even though we understand that the Mesopotamia, they say Ethiopia or Kush, you understand Kush was in Mesopotamia. We understand that was Nimrod, and we understand that he's the son of the African Ethiopia. So don't try to play us. And then when you go into the facts, when they speak about Eden, they say all the animals, God played. What motherfucking animals that you see a large grouping of various animals, and they try to put it at the beginning of the Tigris root Euphrates, damn near at the Caucasus Mountains, and they know well ain't no all this says all the plants, all the vegetation, all the animals was in the garden, and they know goddamn well ain't no damn garden over there or no animals, hills or no goddamn Caucasus Mountains. See, but that's when they set themselves up. They thought, but when them motherfuckers went into Egypt and they found all of those, the verification of the beginning of Sif, they fucked up because they had already put things in the Bible that they ass should not have said, you understand, to keep that white power narrative going. They fucked up. They fucked up is what they did. And so now they got to go and clean shit up. They're going to say, well, goddamn it, we're going to put the Garden of Eden, even though we say it's started Ethiopia, we got to put this is the Asiatic Ethiopia. See, they come in with the Asiatic Kush. You see what I'm saying? This is what they doing. And so now that you think about it, see, and then they tried to blur them, at one time, because when you talk about the Hermetics or the Africans, all they ass curse. But now they want to make the curse motherfuckers Semitics now. Now that and see what they doing. I'm gonna just tell y'all this, and I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck. The same thing they doing with Coptic. Because that's what these niggas want to say when they doing that medunetta. I'm going to go hard in the paint. I'm going to go hard in the paint in the night. When they talking about that fucking medunetta, they want to say Coptic is the last expression of ancient Egyptian language. Okay? And so we're going to show you the Coptics today. I'm going to show you, and I'm going to show. So they got them in Egypt at the front gate. And then they got them in Ethiopia at the back gate. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Telling you niggas. I can't, you know what? I tell you what. But you know what? I say to myself, you know what? It'll hurt a lot harder. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, I'm going in here. Let me go and get this shit up. Let me just go on in the paint, y'all. Look at this shit, man. Holy Synod of Alexandria appoints 5 bishops for new diocese. Holy Synod of Alexandria appoints 5 bishops for new diocese. Okay? I'm looking at this motherfucker. This is the very Reverend Haguman Daniel Haguman as Metropolitan of Oxum. Do you see this shit? The very Reverend Daniel Haguman as Metropolitan of Oxum. Y'all motherfuckers got a nerve to be mad at me as if I'm bringing something up to y'all. See, if you okay with that, then it proves everything that I'm saying. Because ain't no way you gonna be from the land. Huh? From the land. You understand what I'm saying? And accept another man having any rank in any part of your nation whatsoever. Every fucking aspect of your nation in power should reflect your image. I don't give a fuck who say whatever. Fuck you. Flat out. Fuck you, nigga. I disagree with you totally. Ain't no way you gonna make me believe any otherwise. What the fuck? Wait, I'm gonna show y'all some. Let me get this shit out of here. No way. No way. Wait a minute. Hold on, family. This hurt my mother. You know what? I'm in pain. I'm paining. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been. What the fuck is this? Motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, you nigga, you was my mans. And you let me down like this. Look at this, wait a minute, hold up, family. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Now look at this. These some more. This is right here in number to the left. This is the very Reverend Archmandarite, Theodosius Archmandarite, as Metropolitan of Kananga. Or Kananga. I know it's in Africa. I don't know where it's at. The other one, with his silly, he looked like Obi-Wan Kenobi. You understand what I'm saying? This motherfucker look like Gandalf or some goddamn body. You understand what I'm saying? You got Gandalf and goddamn, I don't know who the fuck this is. You understand what I'm saying? I don't give them no fucking respect. Fuck you. You ain't gonna make me respect nothing like that at all, ever. I'd rather die. Than have any respect whatsoever for this shit. You understand? The Reverend Archmandarite Photonius as Bishop of Malawi. Okay? Look at this shit. From Oxum so it ain't just, you know what I'm saying? There's a whole lot of these niggas that lost their goddamn mind. And look at this. So I want y'all to look at this, y'all. I want to read this. Now, now we got to understand one thing, that Ethiopia is an Orthodox church. Okay, so they in a coalition. And so you got the patriarch of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, but he got somebody over him too. Okay? They got in that Coptic church, you understand, Alexandria, Egypt is like they Vatican. You understand what I'm saying? And so they Pope is up there, and his name is Theodorus II. Okay, now listen to this. Look how big and bossy he is with what the shit he say. Now they say this motherfucker Theodorus II, listen, is the current Eastern Orthodox Patriarch, of Alexandria and all Africa. Do you hear what I'm saying? He is formally styled. Listen to this motherfucker with his style. His divine beatitude, the Pope and Patriarch of the great city of Alexandria, Libya, Pentapolis, Ethiopia, all Egypt, and all Africa. Father of fathers, pastor of pastors, prelate of prelates, the 13th of the apostles, and judge of the universe. God damn, this motherfucker super pope. This motherfucker got more accolades than Jesus himself. You understand what I'm saying? You want to see what he look like? Let me show you him. Okay, to the left, that's old Theodorus. Theodorus. You understand? Doris. Oh, is it Doris? Or is it Doris? Theodore. Whichever. Okay? Yeah, this motherfucker like, this like Thanos. This motherfucker. This motherfucker like Thanos with the gauntlet. You understand what I'm saying? This he could just snap his fingers and motherfuckers just disappear. I bet you he wish he could. Yeah, it wouldn't be a nigga in Africa. He'll snap his finger and all you niggas will disappear. And so you see to the right, that's the brother. And you understand what I'm saying? And I'm going to play it for this one too. Just who said that Jesus and Mary was white. Man, this shit ain't funny. It's sad. It's sad. It's beyond sad. It's beyond sad, man. It's beyond sad. I'm laughing to keep from damn crying. It's really what the fuck. You understand? I figure, you know what I'm saying? But it's real. And so he's the patriarch. He's the Pope of all the other Orthodox. And so you see right there, the brother right there, the head, but that's his boss. You see what I'm saying? And so, when I see, and there, you know what, I would love to support my family. But not when you got Serapis sitting up on your damn, you got your little mushroom hat on. You understand what I'm saying? You got your little mushroom hat on. And then you got the Serapis up there, and then somehow and then y'all is electing all these damn, wait a minute, look at them. Sitting up there, they looking like they are fresh off of fucking Aladdin and shit. Sinbad and the 40 Thieves, you understand, with them silky hats on and shit. You understand what I'm saying? That's what we looking at, family. And so even, he got the twin serpent, which come out of Egypt. But see, that's in allegiance, because you see over there the other I believe that the one to the right, man, that motherfucker look like he 2 days from croaking. You understand what I'm saying? He's so goddamn old, it look like he done just walked up out the coffin. It look like he already dead. And somebody that forgot to tell this motherfucker, and so he got up out the coffin. They should put his ass right back on there, and you can see he got the twin serpent. You look at the tip of the sepulcher, the staff, and you say, you understand what I'm saying? You see, you see that they got the twin serpent with the cross in the middle too. You see what I'm saying? And so, did I do the 9 saints? These is also along with a few minutes, because they show who established the what they call them, the monasteries in Ethiopia. The 9 saints were crucial to the development of Christianity in Ethiopia. Their story is a mix of fact and damn fiction, but their legacy helped shape Ethiopian Christianity. So we come down and we see right here, look at this. Look at this. Look at this right here. Now, y'all don't see nothing, you know what I'm saying? They down there and they're all, and so they done bought everything. I mean, goddamn, man, is y'all gonna put a black, I mean, y'all supposed to be burnt. I don't see shit up here burnt. This shit bleached. You understand? This is not the Ethiopians, these are the Bleachiopians. You understand what I'm saying? What happened to the Ethiopians? You understand? These the Bleachiopians. These ain't no goddamn Ethiopians. You understand what I'm saying? When we say burnt, I don't see shit up here burnt. I got a problem with that. You understand? Don't tell me that they were burnt face and then I'll come up here and see all these goddamn Cro-Magnon Neanderthal. I'm not going for that. I'm not going for that. You understand what I'm saying? And so, you understand? Get on them. Run them out of that goddamn comment. They get to talking, you got the facts. Goddamn it, anytime you got some shit like this and this shit comes straight out of, you understand, straight out of Ethiopia. What's the problem? I was there myself. I seen it for myself. And you know what? They used to tell us, let me drop it like this. You understand what I'm saying? Because I got to follow in the steps of my master teacher, Dr. Bean. And I see, we used to, when I went to Ethiopia and we went to St. Mary's, you know what? They got the black Madonna. But they black Madonna ain't really black. The goddamn European got a black Madonna. You understand what I'm saying? And shit. You know what I'm saying? You're going to make her black, goddamn, because that'll encompass all of us. You understand what I'm saying? Don't say she black and then come back and goddamn it, she tantalized and tan. No, fuck that. Go all the motherfucking way, because that'll encompass everybody. You understand? That grandmama, that encompass everybody. But when you go half the goddamn way and then you fool me, nigga, into saying, no, we don't want that. And so when we used to go, the black Madonna would never be out there. You understand what I'm saying? But the white ones is out there. You understand what I'm saying? Out there. And so we asked the question, well, where the black Madonna? And they would always say, well, she, like she was too holy for the people to see her. That she's in, too holy for the people to see it. No, I know why not. Y'all was fucking embarrassed. That's what it was. Y'all got too many of them Neanderthalic Cro-Magnons coming up in there, and they don't want to see that. You understand? Not out of y'all. They'll go to Europe and see it all day. But if it's an empowering where they thinking y'all coming up off that leash, goddamn it, they not going for that. You understand what I'm saying? So, goddamn it, that wasn't the one they wanted to see. Not out of your black ass. They wanted to see the old pearly white Jesus Christ and Mary, and that's what y'all give them. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all then wasn't hiding it because y'all was hiding it because y'all was embarrassed, and goddamn it, y'all was trying to, y'all was succumbing to the goddamn Cro-Magnon Neanderthal. And I'm going to show y'all. Wait a minute. Y'all think I'm playing? Wait a minute. I'm going to go out with a bang. I'm just showing y'all. Wait a minute. Let me go out with a bang, y'all. Now look at this. This is what I'm talking about. Man, wait a minute. Hold up. And I'm just going to be real with you, and I don't give a fuck what you understand what I'm saying? Man, the goddamn, and even, listen, the goddamn European got a black Madonna than that. Come on, man. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't negate our family being of light shade. I'm a light shade, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? But the black encompasses all of us. You understand what I'm saying? We always keep that primordial. You understand what I'm saying? So that when it is some bullshit like this, we could strike it down. You understand what I'm saying? Because we could go right back to the root and show these motherfuckers, no, don't play me. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if you got the black one and you say, oh, this your baby, this is one of your babies that might be lighter. Yeah, we can understand that. We understand that because we know that that's how we come. We come like that. We have all colors and shades within the African race. So that's not what we arguing about. But you keep because the black encompasses all. And so when you put that one up there, it speaks for everybody. You see what I'm saying? So we're not cutting no motherfucking shorts when we do that. So when I get up here and you say you Ethiopian, now if it's a light brother over there, but there's still some black ones in there, that's what I'm talking about. I can understand that. Okay, I can understand that. If it's you got some light brothers in there, but got to be some goddamn black mans in there, and some black women, some pitch black ones too. And some brown ones and some light ones, and because that's how we come. Don't tell me you got damn burnt face, and I don't see no damn burnt face. I don't. I just don't see it. And I don't give a fuck what you see. I'm just telling you what I see with my motherfucking eye. I do not see it. And then it goes back to Frumenicus. It goes back to the 9. It goes back to the 9 saints. It goes back to the goddamn Pope in Alexandria, the Cro-Magnon Neanderthal, who is the head of the Pope of the Ethiopian. And matter of fact, let me go out with this so I can go on and put, and let me see, is it any? I already went over that. There again, sure. Now again, this is it. Right here, on the morning of June 21, 2019, Metropolitan Daniel of Oxum, one of the greatest black civilizations ever. And then you got this Cro-Magnon Neanderthal, who is the Metropolitan of Oxum. Frumenicus, the patron saint. He's the patron saint. Frumenicus, a white boy. Of what that motherfucker was of. I forget what his bloodline was. He was a European, but I had to. And so you see right here that this is just totally. You can look at all in the back. The damn pictures in the back. You understand what I'm saying? And so there he is right there. If y'all can't see, that's a takeover, man. That they in the background. Now I'm gonna play these videos. I know I'm gonna have a lot of problem. And let me state this. I do not believe that all my Ethiopian people believe that way. But these are the high ups. So it must be dealt with. You understand what I'm saying? In all clarity. And let me believe it's not in any way to, hurt personally. You know what I'm saying? My people. At all. Not at all. I would never, ever do, but that door must be closed. God damn it, it must be closed. That one up there in Egypt, when motherfucker talking about the Coptics, is the last. That shit got to be closed. You understand what I'm saying? It's a womb. It's a gashing womb in the heart. 2 gashing wounds. And many more. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what's wrong with us. We ain't closing no doors. You understand? When we point some shit out, it's close that door. Nail that motherfucker shut. They can't come through that door no more. But it's opening and it's bleeding. And you understand? The blood is rushing out. You understand what I'm saying? You cannot leave cancer in the body. You cut that shit out, because if you do not, it's gonna spread. And that's why, even in West Africa, they say, fuck it, let the Arabs have Egypt. No, you shouldn't have said that. You understand? They should be fighting for Egypt in West Africa just as hard as anywhere in all of Africa. You understand what I mean? Because when you allow them to have any place in the house, it's infectious. They want more. They don't just want North Africa. They want to come down there where the real riches. They up there in the sand dune. They up there in the sand, which is still holy land. But don't you think they would, what you think they would do to have Southern Africa, where the real riches is? You understand what I'm saying? What the real riches is. So as long as you leave them there, they'll lay there for a minute, but they plotting. You understand what I'm saying? They plotting to come further and further south. So long as you leave them in there and you become comfortable with them in there, they just like cancer, nigga. They creeping down into the extremities of the body. It ain't gonna be long. They're gonna be at your door again. And you gonna wonder how did it happen? Because you didn't slept once a goddamn damn on this issue. I'm gonna let y'all hear this shit for yourself. Now listen to this. Now I'm gonna let you hear this now. Now this again. Now, I can understand from a Jewish aspect that they don't want them, you know, it's a black Christian minister that's coming from America that's going to Israel. He want to talk with the black Jews over there, the black Hebrews over there. You understand what I'm saying? And the white boy, the white Jew, then sat them down in a circle. He right there, and he's sitting right there, and he's saying, you know, he's coming over here believing that y'all brothers and that he could talk to you. You understand what I'm saying? What are you going to tell him, nigga? You see the white boy right there? And listen how watch this. God damn it, Sammy Davis Jr. couldn't tap dance like this. Watch this. Let me get this shit going.
הוא רוצה למכור לנו הצבע שלך, שלי, ביחד. אבל הוא מבין, בפנים, הוא בא לקחת יהודים.
Wait a minute, y'all. Hold on. Let me start it over. Let me start it over. Let me get this out of here so y'all can see the whole thing. Okay, it's out of there. Let me get it up there. And he's going to be talking, I believe, in Jewish. So you got to look at the caption and so when you start, it seems smart. He talking about the brother coming over. Now y'all keeping in mind they discussing this black preacher that's coming over there to talk with the black Jews to see if he can build something with them. And this is what they say.
הוא רוצה למכור לנו הצבע שלך, שלי, ביחד. אבל הוא מבין, בפנים, הוא בא לקחת יהודים בגלל האמונה שלו. בגלל האמונה של הישו שלו. רוצה לקחת יהודים, כי על ידי היהודים, אני יודע כל מה שהם אומרים. לא יעזור.
Okay, let me bring it down. And then when he start, you know what I'll do? I'll read what he say. Listen to this white boy.
Something very strange. We have Bishop Plummer. He is a leader in a church that is an African American church. He says that he's coming to Israel because he is African American, meaning he's black. And he knows that there are 150,000 Jews here who are black from Ethiopia. And he believes that because he's from Africa, the Ethiopian Jews are from Africa, he's a black American, we have Jews here, every color, Baruch Hashem, thank God. But he thinks that he will have a stronger kesher, a stronger connection with the Jews from Ethiopia than anyone else. What do you say to him?
אין שום קשר.
There's no connection between Africans in the United States and the Jews of Ethiopia. There is no connection.
הקשר הוא לא, הצבע הוא לא קשר. יש הרבה צבעים בעולם. זה לא אומר שהם אותו דבר. זה מה שהקדוש ברוך הוא נתן. מה שמקשר זה הזהות שלך, האמונה שלך, הזרע שלך, מאיפה יצאת, מה המקור שלך. מקורם של יהודי אתיופיה הוא ישראל.
Israel.
קראו לעצמם ישראל. הם לא קוראים לעצמם אפילו יהודים. קוראים להם ישראל, כי הם מעם ישראל.
They are the nation of Israel.
גם באתיופיה, בין השחורים. הוא רק מראה, אתה אומר שהוא כומר ל6 מיליון. נראה לי שהוא לא כל כך מבין. אם הוא חושב, אם הוא לא כזה חכם, אם הוא חושב שבגלל הצבע הוא יבוא לקחת אותי לאמונה שלו. מה הקשר?
What is your message to your community?
יש לנו מלחמה, אנחנו עכשיו
He tightening their ass up.
נגד האנשים האלה שהם מזיקים לנו מאז שנבחרו להיות עם ישראל. אנחנו לא ניתן להם לעשות את זה. אנחנו רק רוצים להעביר מסר חשוב מאוד לקהילה שלנו, לא למכור את הדת שלנו בעץ, אמונה של עץ, בנזיד עדשים, לקהילה כולה, לנוער, לציבור הרחב. אנחנו באים ואומרים לא להתפתות לאותו אדם שהכומר הזה שבא לפגוע, פשוט לעמוד בפרץ ולא לתת לו מקום, להילחם בו.
To battle him
אפשרית.
in every way possible.
Say to the problem of missionaries that have come here to Israel to convert the Jews.
שזה בא מאכפתיות, מאחדות של כל עם ישראל. הדבר הזה הוא לא ענייני רק לקהילת יהודי אתיופיה בארץ, זה כל עם ישראל פה בארץ ובעולם.
לבוא מארצות הברית, מיסיונר, לנצר יהודים בארץ ישראל, זה פלא גדול. למה פלא? באתיופיה, אלפי שנים, המיסיונרים לא הצליחו לנצר את היהודים. הנוצרי הזה או המיסיונר הזה, בא מארצות הברית לארץ ישראל, בארץ הקודש לא רוצה לנצר יהודים, לא יצליח לו. אנחנו נהדוף אותו, כמו שהדפו אותו אבותינו, ככה גם אנחנו נזרוק אותו.
You know what? I don't even need to hear no more. I don't even need to hear no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't even need to hear no more, because y'all seen, and then you see how the white boy was right there and he said, what is you gonna say to him? You understand what I'm saying? And the killing part about it, if y'all did not see that, he said even when they was in Ethiopia, he treated other blacks in Ethiopia the same way. We Israel. We not with you. You see what I'm saying? And so that's how they believe. And so when you see, and so they say they Semitics. They Semitics. And so when you understand that Semitics and Hermetics are two different things. See, they don't even believe that they African. Now, I'm not into the Hermetic and the, you know, because I know all of that, but I understand the root understanding of what it is that is African. You see what I'm saying? So they don't even believe that they African. Now look at this shit. I'm gonna get down, and before I get up out of here, I'm gonna do this shit right. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna just, you know, fuck that. I wanna drop this shit like. And so this is what you see. This is what you see. Now when you see this map right here, let me get it back. Now they talking about Afro-Asiatic languages. You see what I'm saying? And so you see the Arabic, and then you got the Tigray, Amharic, or whatever other language and shit. And sometimes they understand that ain't no way they could lead. What they got the light blue, which is supposedly, and all of that is garbage. All of that is garbage, because let me tell you something. You can't name no goddamn languages after people that never existed. So Semitic is technically Shemitic. Ain't never been a goddamn Shem ever. And goddamn it, I mean, and you can't, and I'm guaranteeing you, ain't none of these languages, even if the motherfucker did live, at the time that he lived, that he would have been speaking any of the fucking languages that you see today. Okay, that's totally a fucking fictional goddamn account. It's a flat out lie. You see what I'm saying? So now they didn't have to even pull in the goddamn so-called Cushite, because when you see Arabic up there, we understand through the so-called myth of Ishmael that the Arabs, because they say they come through Abraham, through Ishmael, that they is also Semitic. And so then they got damn near the same story for the Ethiopian. You understand what I'm saying? Well, they got a mixed breed bloodline where the Queen of Sheba goes up and supposed to be the Queen of Ethiopia, who was the brother of Canaan, who the goddamn Israelites subjugated, and she went up there and married the goddamn king of those oppressors over her own people. How you gonna do that? How you gonna do that? And so they knew that was a red flag, and so now they have to just say that they Semitics, that they are Semitic people. And so Semitic peoples are not African people, and they just said it. So I'm tired of you motherfuckers always trying to put a motherfucker on your goddamn team, and they ain't on your motherfucking team. They not on your team. I'm telling you what they believe. They say we Israel, which means that they Semitics, and they are not Africans. That's what they say they are. They're not Africans. And so even when they was, I wonder was that before them goddamn Jews started kicking their ass out. Okay? And so the question I have to ask, because you're not. Okay, so if the goddamn Israelites came into Egypt, 77 with Abraham was just 77 people. They came into Africa, and they stayed in there for 430 years. I would like to ask any one of them silly niggas, how in the fuck you spend 430 years in a Sudanese black nation, coming in only with 77 people? And motherfucker, what the fuck you thought you was when you left out? You was a silly nigga. That's exactly what you is. Let me end on some things. And this show right here, Islam enters Africa in the 7th century. So they put this shit up here like this ancient or something. You understand when they put Arabic at the top all through Africa, and somehow you supposed to get the notion that this is motherfucking ancient. This ain't goddamn ancient. This shit was in the 7th century AD when they came in there. So you wouldn't even have no goddamn Arabic through there. So that wouldn't have been no goddamn Semitic. And then they threw the Coptic in there too. All of that is garbage. All them languages grouped in under Semitic, even Cushitic. You understand? Because if it's in relationship to the Bible, you cannot, even though we use the terms to make geographical understanding, we don't keep the stories. You cannot let them group this shit under the stories of that goddamn Bible. You see what I'm saying? Let me go out with this just so I can show you some things. And then I'm going to go out, with this crazy ass patriarch. Oh, and another thing that I did not bring up, because we talking about Solomon raping the Queen of Sheba, which he did. He set her up, put a Mickey in her food so she would get thirsty at night. She made a promise, and I just showed you that the promise was so flagrantly disrespectful that he would make an oath with a queen that bringing all type of riches, that she wouldn't take nothing in his fucking house, and she done came up there with all type of gold and jewels and shit. Now, Solomon's father, a wicked man. I'm gonna just sum it up. You understand? Just to get right down, Solomon's mama, Bathsheba, was married to another man named Uriah. He was an African. He was a Hittite. You see what I'm saying? And based on her name, she probably was African also, just in the root of the word. And so while Uriah, Bathsheba's husband, was out because he was a military man. I don't know if he was a general or he was high ranking. He was at least high ranking. And he was out on the battlefield fighting, and David saw his wife. You understand? I guess David in the palace, and somehow he saw his wife, and he asked his servants who she was. And they say, that's Uriah's wife. And he say, send for her. And she goes to David, and they sleep together. This is a married woman. You understand? This is David. And as it goes, and God so loved David. For what? This motherfucker just slept with another man's wife, a man out on the battlefield fighting for his bitch ass. So what happens? He impregnates the woman. Not only do he sleep with her, he impregnates a married man. And this the motherfucker supposed to be the man, the king of the nation of Israel. And they sitting up here talking about some fucking Israel like that. Motherfucker, we don't give a fuck about that bullshit. That's bullshit. Every goddamn Israelite prophet was the lowest scum of the fucking earth. All of them. Even Judah, who slept with his son's wife. You understand? A widow and shit and had babies by. You know, this motherfucker slept with his son. You understand what I'm saying? And so upon realizing David then impregnated Bathsheba, what he do when Uriah come off the battlefield, he tries to get him to, to go home and lay with his wife because he gonna play it off on him. Uriah wouldn't go home because after coming off the battlefield, the soldiers of his platoon or whatever was still out, at the gates, and they was laying out in the fields. And so he felt I'm not going home, and the rest of the soldiers is out here still. And so he stayed out, patrolling. You know what I'm saying? And so when when the next day came, they went back out to the battlefield. So his plan didn't work like he wanted to. If Uriah would have went in there and slept with his wife, they was gonna blame the baby on him. So that just show you how treacherous her ass was, and David, both of them treacherous. You see? And so what they do, what Solomon do, he calls the general in, and he said, you send Uriah to the front lines. You understand what I'm saying? And when you send him to the front lines, pull back. You understand what I'm saying? And the fighting was so fierce up there, Uriah was killed. So he said not only did he sleep with the man's wife, not only did he impregnate the man's wife, he sends the man out there to be killed. This motherfucker is an adulterer, a fucking murderer. This is King David. And this is the motherfucking father of Menelek. Huh? And Solomon is the same motherfucker, and he supposed to be wiser than any man on the planet, and he got to go to deceit. He has to trick the woman in bed with him. He couldn't, all that wisdom, he couldn't talk to the woman from the front door. He got to come through the back door with trickery and deceit. I'm sick of y'all motherfuckers. Let me get down here, man. Let me get on down here. I really threw some headshots tonight. I'm about to, where's this shit at? Where's this shit at? And I want y'all to hear this, man. I want y'all to hear this. So y'all can hear it for yourself. One more time. For those didn't catch, you understand what I'm saying? The last hour. I'm about to get on. Where is it at? Here it is, right here. That's on top of that shit. Just to show you the lineage of where they come from. Man, I wouldn't dare claim no goddamn lineage like that. I wouldn't dare claim no lineage like that. Wait a minute. Where the goddamn? And so they all right with your woman, your daughter up there with the treacherous oppressors of your own people, the Canaanites, which is technically Africans and Sudanese, and you up there laying with the goddamn oppressor. Thinking we're going to give you a break. Not going to do that. Not going to do that. Not going to do that. Not going to do it. Here we go. Now we're going to listen to this. Now this is the head, and I'm going to go out just to prove it, just so y'all can hear this shit for yourself. This is the patriarch of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church as he speaks for himself.
What's the significance of the 9 saints? Because, for example, they introduced the tradition of monasticism to Ethiopia. If you could explain to us their significance, please.
Well, they were monks, so they were teaching, they were writing books and translating from other languages from Arabic, and also opening the monastic life for Ethiopia.
The tradition of monasteries and nunneries has really persisted greatly to this day. There are many monks and nuns in the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. Why it is something which has become so embedded in your practice?
Yeah, the monastic life, male and female monks are very important for religious purposes. So they teach, they keep their responsibility just for the church, not for other things.
Also, in all pictures of Jesus Christ and the Virgin Mary, Jesus Christ is always depicted as brown-skinned with soft African hair, really, because that's very different from how he is depicted in European paintings.
Well, of course, some people do the Ethiopian face. They make the picture like their own people. For example, in the Caribbean islands make like their own face, dark color. But we believe that Jesus Christ
is born from Jews, white people. White people.
It's important to change the face, the whiteness. So.
But you're surrounded by paintings of both Christ and the Virgin Mary looking like Ethiopians, brown with a soft afro.
They do people, but Saint Mary also is Israelite. So it's not very important to change the face of our Lord Jesus Christ and Saint Mary, because they are Jews. They are Jewish.
Our Lord Jesus Christ is a white man, and his mother Mary is a white woman. That's exactly what he said. I'm done, family. I'm done. I want y'all to, and like I say, in good faith to my family out there, you understand? Like I say, it stunned me, it hurt me. You understand that? Because I never believed this. I fought this from the very beginning, even when I heard Europeans speaking this shit. I say it's not true. Because at that time, I did not know. And this was like probably maybe 20 years ago. It wasn't up until this point. You know what I'm saying? And so once, I didn't know it at that time. You know what I'm saying? All I knew was what I was reading from the biblical and some books on the biblical, but most niggas, it wouldn't even address that. They still glorify Ethiopian in that manner, like without telling us about Frumenicus, not telling us about the 9 saints, not telling us that the Pope in Alexandria is over the head of all the Orthodox churches, and that he's appointing bishops, metropolitans in all of Africa. You see? And that you got a white metropolitan at the Church of Awesome, Frumenicus, the patron saint. I'm about to put some bombs. That's gonna be steady rapid fire in that direction. It's gonna be steady rapid fire. I don't give a fuck what they say. Those Ethiopians that know I love them, and it ain't all about no brother against brother. It's about the facts. It's about the truth. And God damn it, this is what we're going to have to deal with. And we're going to have to deal with it in truth, family. So, listen, I'll be black at y'all ass again. Y'all know Sunday again is the date. Sunday is the date. Let me see if I can, let me put the link in there. Let me put the link in there. Let me put the link in there for y'all. Y'all know I'm fired up. I'm ready to drop these heavy mantle. You understand? This Sunday, 2:30 p.m. You go to ticketleap.com. The link is right there in the video description. And get that smoke. Get that smoke. It's going to be all powerful. And I guarantee you, you'll never look at ancient Egypt the same way. Only from the general. This is the General Sara Seti saying, hey, arm yourself with I'm looking down at to say, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black Pop.